Part 1. The Presidential Snack Summit. The Oval Office was decorated in its usual luxurious style. The gold trim and velvet curtains gleamed under the soft light. But tonight, there was something different. It wasn't the usual office smell. It was something much more intense. A mix of Cheetos, nacho cheese, and something else, almost like a distinct, Trump-esque scent. It was bold and unmistakable. This was no ordinary night at the White House. President Donald Trump sat behind the desk, his eyes narrowed in deep thought. He wasn't thinking about foreign policy or the economy. No, he was thinking about snacks. The future of snack food in America, to be exact. Melania, Trump called out, his voice booming through the Oval Office. Are the snacks ready for the summit? A moment later, his wife, Melania Trump, stepped in. She was graceful and elegant in her black dress. She held a silver platter filled with snacks, a huge pile of Cheetos, a bowl of warm nacho cheese, and a few mini pizza bites. Yes, Donald, everything is ready, Melania said as she placed the platter on the desk. Trump leaned over, picking up a Cheeto. Melania, I'm telling you, Cheetos are what this country needs. Everyone needs them. The rich, the poor, even Congress. People have told me, Mr. President, you smell like a winner, and I think they mean it. It's because of these snacks. Melania gave a small smile. She didn't say much, but she knew her husband was serious. Cheetos were more than just a snack. They were a political statement. Trump sat back in his chair, looking at the snacks in front of him. The orange glow of the Cheetos seemed to radiate with power. This wasn't just about food, it was about American greatness. I've been thinking, Trump said, tapping his fingers on the desk. Why don't we declare Cheetos the national snack? It could represent the strength of this nation. Bold, strong, and unbeatable. Just as Melania was about to speak, the voice of a White House operator came through the intercom. Mr. President, your guests are here, the operator said. Trump stood up, straightening his tie. Excellent. Let's make America snack again, Melania, he said with a grin. In the West Wing, the meeting had already begun. The White House Snack Summit was underway. Vice President J.D. Vance stood confidently in front of the podium, ready to speak. We've all heard the rumors, he began, that plant-based snacks are taking over. But we need to be clear, America needs real snacks like bacon-flavored Cheetos. That's what the heartland wants. The room murmured in agreement. J.D. Vance knew the people he spoke for. He knew they didn't want fancy, healthy snacks. They wanted something that satisfied. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, always the innovator, stood off to the side, his arms folded. Look, why settle for Earth-based snacks? He asked, holding up a small device. Why not create a snack that works in space? The room went quiet. Could Elon Musk's space snack idea be the answer? Trump, ever the showman, smirked. He stepped forward. Space snacks? They'll never win an election. We need something bold. Cheetos are what people want. They represent the American spirit. Then, the operator's voice came through again. Mike Lindell from My Pillow would like to make a suggestion. Trump waved his hand. Let him speak. This is the snack summit after all. Mike Lindell took the floor. I've been thinking about pillow-shaped snacks, he said confidently. Soft, comforting, like the American dream. Trump raised an eyebrow. Pillow snacks? I like the idea. We'll put a Cheeto pillow in every home. It'll be huge. As the meeting continued, everyone discussed their ideas, but the snacks, Cheetos, remained the center of the debate. The fate of America's snack future was orange, bold, and undoubtedly Trump's. Part 2. The Snack Diplomacy. The Snack Summit was officially underway. The Oval Office had been transformed into something entirely new, an arena for snacking innovation. The walls were adorned with posters of Cheetos bags, the table was stacked with snack foods from around the world, and the air was thick with the scent of nacho cheese. Donald Trump stood at the head of the room, beaming. He was dressed in a custom-made suit, but instead of a tie, he wore a bold, bright Cheetos orange scarf, a symbol of his unwavering dedication to his new vision. The room was full of people, politicians, businessmen, and snack experts, but Trump's attention was focused on just one thing, the cheese dust. He held up a Cheeto, examining it like a fine piece of art. Gentlemen, let me tell you something. This is the future. Cheetos, this is America on a plate. We're going to take the snack, make it even bigger, and ship it worldwide. No one does snacks like we do. The crowd nodded enthusiastically. Mike Lindell, the pillow mogul turned snack enthusiast, was practically jumping out of his seat. I've got an idea, Lindell said. We make Cheeto pillows. Think about it, soft, cozy, and full of cheesy flavor. People will love them. They'll be the best-selling item in America. Trump stroked his chin thoughtfully. Mike, I like the way you think. But why stop at pillows? We could have Cheeto-covered bedsheets. People could sleep on cheese all night long. Dream about America's greatness. Elon Musk, who had been unusually quiet in the corner, suddenly raised an eyebrow. You know what would be great? Cheetos in space. Zero gravity, you eat the Cheetos and they just float around. A whole new space snack industry. Imagine selling Cheeto rocket fuel. Trump grinned. Elon, you've got a point. We're going to send these to the moon and beyond. Cheetos in space. Who's going to stop us? No one. It's time to make space snacks great again. J.D. Vance, the Vice President, was furiously taking notes. He raised his hand to add his thoughts. What if we create a new limited edition flavor? Vance asked. We could call it Flamin Hot. It'll be bold, spicy, and perfect for every American who loves a little heat with their snacks. Trump clapped his hands together. J.D., that's brilliant. We'll market it as the spicy flavor of freedom. Everyone will want to try it. And we'll make sure it's only available in America first. It's all about America first, right? The room erupted in applause. Even Melania Trump, who had been sitting quietly, nodded in approval as she placed a tray of snacks on the table. Trump turned to her with a proud smile. Melania, you've been reading my mind. These snacks are just the beginning. Melania didn't say much. She simply smiled and nodded. Her actions spoke volumes, showing that she was on board with the plan. Trump turned back to the group. We'll dominate the snack market, Trump declared. But we need to make sure that when people eat these snacks, they don't just feel satisfied. They need to feel like they're part of something bigger. They need to feel like they're eating a snack that represents the greatness of this country. Elon Musk leaned forward. What about Cheetos-themed cars? Cheeto-colored Teslas, maybe? We could make a partnership, Cheetos and Tesla. Trump's eyes lit up. Elon, I love it. Cheeto-colored cars. It'll be like the future of transportation and snacks combined. We'll make Cheetos the new American dream. The group buzzed with excitement. They were making history. With every passing second, it became clearer. Snacks weren't just a part of the future. They were the future. As the meeting continued, the ideas grew more outrageous. A Cheeto amusement park, where every ride was covered in cheese dust. Cheeto-flavored ice cream. Cheeto spas where people could dip their hands into giant bowls of cheesy goodness. Mike Lindell jumped up, a burst of enthusiasm in his eyes. We could have a Cheeto bath where people could literally bathe in cheese. It's the ultimate luxury experience. Trump leaned back in his chair, grinning ear to ear. This is why we're going to win. We're going to win so big. No one has ever seen a snack plan like this. Cheetos are the future of America, and I'm going to make sure we lead the way. The door to the room swung open, and in walked Melania Trump, carrying a tray filled with more snacks. She set the tray down in front of him and smiled, watching as the Cheeto vision unfolded before her eyes. Trump turned to her, a satisfied grin on his face. Melania, this is how we're going to make snacks great again. And it all starts with this, Cheetos. And as the room filled with the crunch of cheese-covered snacks, one thing was certain. Snacking would never be the same again. Part 3. The Cheese Diplomacy. The Cheetos summit had officially shifted into high gear. The snacks were endless, the ideas bolder, and the Trump administration's newest strategy was beginning to take shape. A world where Cheetos would dominate not only American diets, but the global snack scene. President Donald Trump stood before the massive snack table in the Oval Office, surveying the mountain of Cheetos-inspired treats with the pride of a man who had just signed the largest trade deal in history. But this time, It was about something far cheesier. "Folks," Trump began, addressing a packed room of staff, advisors, and snack experts. "This is it. The future of our country, the future of snacks, America first and Cheetos first. We're going to make Cheetos the official snack of the USA. Nobody's ever done that before. We're changing the game. And when I say we, I mean all of us." Mike Pence, standing by Trump's side, nodded enthusiastically. "Absolutely, Mr. President. Cheetos are not just a snack. They are a symbol of America's success. People want to be part of something big, and this is big. Bigger than big." Trump's eyes sparkled with the recognition of the genius in Pence's words. He leaned forward, addressing the room again. "Mike is right. We're going to dominate the world's snack markets. And I'm going to tell you something, nobody, and I mean nobody, knows snacks like I do." The room fell silent as Trump stood proudly, chest puffed out. Then, his gaze shifted to Elon Musk, who had been quiet in the corner, sketching something on his phone. "What's the next move, Elon?" Trump asked, his tone full of expectation. Elon looked up, a grin creeping across his face. "Well, Mr. President, we could take this to Mars. Picture this, Cheetos on Mars. The first snack in the galaxy. People will flock to Mars just for the Cheetos." Trump nodded slowly. "I love it. Cheetos on Mars. And we'll make sure the Martian Cheetos are even spicier than the Earth version. We'll call them Red Planet Fire." Ivanka Trump, sitting across the room, chimed in. "What if we create a Cheeto fashion line? I mean, think about it. Cheeto-inspired clothing, shoes, hats. The whole world will wear Cheetos, making it not just a snack, but a lifestyle." Trump's face lit up. "Ivanka, you've always had the best ideas. Cheetos fashion, I'm loving it. Gold-plated Cheeto sneakers. Now that's something people will buy. And, of course, we'll make sure every item is made in America." Melania Trump, standing quietly in the back, smiled approvingly. She had heard her husband's wild plans before, but this one was different. Cheetos weren't just a snack. They were a movement. "Mr. President," Melania said softly, drawing everyone's attention, "I think it's time we take this global. Let's create a Cheetos world tour with exclusive pop-up shops in every major city. Imagine the lines, Cheeto lovers from around the world coming together for their favorite snack." Trump's grin widened. "I knew I married the right woman. A Cheetos world tour. It's perfect. We'll call it CheetoCon, the greatest snack gathering in the world. People will travel from everywhere. And we'll have the best snacks, the best cheese, and the best entertainment." The room buzzed with excitement. The ideas were flowing like a fountain of cheese, and everyone could see the future ahead. A future where Cheetos weren't just a snack, but a cultural phenomenon. As Trump continued to detail his plans, from building the Cheetos Tower in New York to launching a Cheetos-backed political campaign, the room couldn't help but think, maybe this was the beginning of something truly historic. America is already great, but now it's going to be cheesy, too, Trump declared, raising a bag of Cheetos triumphantly in the air. "And we're going to make sure that everyone knows that Cheetos are the future." The room erupted into applause. But as the applause died down, one thing was clear. The future of America, the world, and snack food would be forever altered by the boldness, the cheese, and the vision of President Donald Trump. Part 3 continues the political satire journey of Cheetos as a symbol of American greatness, with the same comedic tone, exaggeration, and over-the-top ideas, while keeping the focus on America first and Cheetos first. It is written with the intention of being text-to-speech AI-friendly and maintaining the flow of humor and absurdity, creating a larger-than-life narrative. Part 4. The Cheetos Legacy. It was the day of the CheetoCon, the world's first global summit dedicated entirely to the iconic orange snack, and the White House was buzzing with excitement. The entire nation was watching. Well, at least the snack enthusiasts, conspiracy theorists, and Cheetos fanatics were. President Trump stood at the podium, his tie intentionally mismatched to match the signature orange of his snack of choice. A giant Cheeto sat in a gilded bowl beside him, glowing under the lights of the stage like a monument to a new era. Melania Trump and Ivanka stood proudly by his side, both wearing Cheeto-inspired gowns, sparkling with tiny, carefully placed pieces of the beloved snack. "Ladies and gentlemen," Trump began, his voice booming with the confidence of a man who had already tasted victory, and possibly Cheetos-flavored victory. "We've made it. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Today, we change the future of snack diplomacy. Today, we redefine America's greatness. We are here to announce that Cheetos are the official snack of the world." The crowd erupted into applause, some with bags of Cheetos raised in the air. Trump smiled smugly, clearly basking in the glory of his own genius. "Now, I know what you're thinking," Trump continued. "Some of you say, 'Trump, why Cheetos?' And I'll tell you why. Because they represent everything America stands for: bold, bold, and bold. And you know what? People love them. I'm not just talking about Americans, I'm talking about the whole world. And when they love something, they want more. And that's where I come in." The applause grew louder, but from the back of the room, a voice piped up. "Mr. President, what about the health risks? Aren't we worried about the obesity crisis? And, I mean, the orange fingers, how do we handle that?" Trump raised his hand, a single Cheeto suspended between his fingers like an ancient relic. "Obesity? Not a problem. Cheetos are the snack of opportunity. They're small, but mighty. And as for the orange fingers, it's a badge of honor. You eat Cheetos, you embrace your inner power. You can't go through life looking clean all the time. Life's messy, folks. It's about embracing the cheesy goodness." The crowd laughed, some nervously, others with the gusto of new Cheetos converts. The Cheetos national anthem began to play over the loudspeakers, a patriotic remix of the classic snack jingle with a bold, orchestral twist. As the anthem echoed, the White House staff brought in Cheetos-themed military jets, flying over the Capitol in formation, leaving orange trails in their wake. Just as Trump turned to give the mic to Elon Musk, who was standing ready to unveil the first Cheetos space program, an unexpected figure entered the room. Joe Biden, with a mischievous grin, stepped forward, holding up his own snack, a bag of Doritos. "Mr. President, I couldn't help but notice," Biden said, his tone both playful and presidential. "You've been hogging all the cheesy glory, but I have to ask, have you forgotten the competition?" Trump shot a quick look at Biden, then glanced at the Doritos bag. "Joe, you got your chips, and I got America. Cheetos are the winner. But I'll tell you what, we'll make a deal. Cheetos will be our snack, and Doritos can be the official snack of the losers. That sound good?" Biden chuckled. "Fair enough, Donald. But I'll have you know, I've seen the future, and I've got something bigger than Cheetos. It's a Dorito-powered rocket, and it's coming to a snack aisle near you." Trump gave a mock gasp. "That's it. You're going to space with Doritos now." Biden winked. "Hey, it's not just about cheese, it's about innovation." Then, he took a dramatic bite of his Dorito, followed by a thumbs up to the crowd. The room burst into laughter, as both Trump and Biden looked at each other, nodding in mutual understanding. Sometimes, it wasn't about the snacks themselves, but the power of a good joke. Ivanka, unable to resist the moment, leaned in. "Dad, I think it's time to call this what it is, a true Cheetos peace treaty." Trump grinned. "That's right. Cheetos are the future, and Doritos are just a footnote in history." With that, the cameras flashed. The Cheetos peace treaty was signed. But the world knew one thing for sure. The legacy of Cheetos would live on, and its influence would spread, cheesy, bold, and undeniable. As Trump left the stage, tossing a Cheeto into his mouth, he turned to Melania, who had been watching with a bemused smile. "You know, darling," Trump said, "I think we just made history." She looked at him with a smirk. "History or a snack aisle?" Trump laughed. "Both, sweetheart. Both. The end or the beginning of a cheese-filled future."